One of the things that made me break up with my ex was we were very incompatible as regarding so many things. I'm not the kind of person who goes into anything blindly, especially when it's marriage. They're supposed to be forever, at least in Nigeria. And I wouldn't want to get myself entangled with something and then at the end of the day, I'd feel suffocated. So, let's talk about marriage. Good evening, guys. My name is Mimi. Welcome to Dash of Colors. Today, I want to talk about marriage. Requirements for marriage. For me. Yes, for me. Okay, not really for me, but I feel like that's what everyone should actually talk about with whoever is there with, because people mistake this a lot and then they enter into this shit blindly, and at the end of the day, it becomes very suffocating for them. One of the things you should actually talk about with whoever you're actually dating or seeing is finances. Who is buying what? Who is doing what? Who is paying for what? What are the contributions? Is it a 50-50 or 100-0? In Nigeria, there's actually 100-0 because most women don't contribute nothing. But you need to actually talk about that. You need to know what everybody's contribution would be in that particular relationship. You do not want to be in a relationship where you're beginning to feel like the contributions are one-sided, especially when you never talked about it. So yes, go ahead and talk about that. The second one you want to talk about is location. Where the heck are you guys going to live? This was one of the problems I had with my ex. I wasn't ready. Maybe I might change if I have better reasons to change. I wasn't ready to relocate to Lagos. I have beef with Lagos. I've never been to Lagos. Hey, but I've heard gist about Lagos. I know about the traffic. I know about the crazy life. And I wasn't sure that was the kind of life I wanted to live. So when he was talking about marriage, and then I felt pressured because it felt like I was being forced to agree to moving to Lagos, even when I've always not been comfortable with Lagos. Okay, and he wasn't even ready to or open to other options. It was more like it's Lagos or it's dead. So yes, it died. So the next one you should talk about is the chores. Please, the chores are very important. Who is doing what? Who is cleaning what? Who is taking care of what? I know, yes, it might be insignificant in Nigeria, but to me, whoever I end up dating or marrying should get ready, because we have to talk about it. We have to be sure that we're on the same page, because I have issues with a lot of chores. So I want to be sure that the person I'm going to be with doesn't have a problem with doing them. Okay, so that's me being very open about my relationship, and I wouldn't want to pretend like most Nigerian women into anything. I may not be all that homely. That's the word they use for people who do everything. I want to share my chores. I want someone who can help me wash while I clean, do any other thing. So yes, it's part of the requirements, that part of the things you should actually be talking about if you're dating or seeing anybody. Then another one is children. Do you want to have children or not? How many children do you want to have? It's very important to talk about this. Do not assume the person you're with is going to go with whatever thing you want. At the end of the day, you need to talk about it. You need to know if the person is willing to deal with the number of kids you want, if the person even wants to have kids at all. Really, for me, I don't know. I've always been the smaller family person because I believe in quality over quantity. So I'd rather give my kids the best of life than have kids that I cannot afford to take care of. So that's a very important factor for me when I am with anybody, and in spite of the things I tend to talk about. So tell me, just in case I missed anyone, what are the things you talk about when you're seeing someone? I'd like to know more, because these are the basic ones that I know that worries me a lot, that I tend to focus on. So, yes, please. What are your requirements? What do you think you should talk about while seeing or dating someone before marriage? I'd like to know. Please leave your comments wherever you find my podcast. I'll be sure to give you a shout out if you want me to. Thank you so much for listening, guys. I'm very grateful for the listenership. It's been growing so well. Have a lovely day. All night.